Hello and welcome to EMR Optimization for Cancer Screening, Accuro EMR. This video is training module number 4, and the topic is the Cumulative Preventive Care Bonus Report. Please take a moment to review our speaker disclosure slide. The objectives of this training video are to help Accuro users understand the purpose of the Preventive Care Bonus Report and how it works, and learn the major difference between searches and the bonus report. The main purpose of the Preventive Care Bonus Report is to calculate the preventive care bonuses that are available for patient enrollment model family physicians. Some physicians find this report helpful as it's easy to set up and run with only a few steps. The report works by performing a built-in, customizable search to categorize all eligible patients into 3 distinct categories for each screening type. These categories are patients who are covered, meaning they have had a screening test done, patients who are uncovered, meaning they have not had a screening test done, and patients who are excluded from screening due to factors in their medical history. The report is based on customizable mappings that come built into the Accuro EMR. What does this mean? Well, let's take a look. Mappings are essentially a set of criteria that include billing codes, medical history, or procedures, and are built into Accuro but are also customizable. A list of such criteria is defined for each preventive care category. For example, Pap smear mappings are based on a number of different billing codes, a procedure, and exclusions defined by a Q code and 3 medical history terms. You can customize these criteria to suit your practice's needs by clicking on Add or Remove. However, there are other criteria used in the Preventive Care Bonus Report, which are not modifiable. These criteria define age, frequency of screening, and which type of screening test is used. If you're using the most recent version of Accuro, these criteria align with Cancer Care Ontario's screening guidelines and recommendations, which are used by the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care to determine eligibility for the cumulative preventive care bonuses. Now that we know how the report works, here's what it actually looks like. As you can see, the preventive care category is listed on the far left. For each category, the report gives a compliance rate for patients up to the end of the reporting period, which is defined as the end of the fiscal year by default. By clicking on any of the View Patient buttons in the report, you can bring up a list of the patients in that category. Here you will see the patient's first and last name, health card number, and screening status. You can also create a claim for any of the preventive care bonuses by clicking the Create Claim button. The bonus report is a simple way to keep track of your screening activity throughout the year and ensuring your preventive care billing is optimized. Now we do want to caution you around using this tool. Because the report works similar to searches, some people think that they can just run the report instead of doing cancer screening searches on their own. However, there are some key differences between the cancer screening searches that we have recommended and the Preventive Care Bonus Report. First, all the criteria in your searches can be customized. This means that you can always make changes to your searches to make sure they follow Cancer Care Ontario's screening guidelines and recommendations. In contrast, some of the criteria in the Preventive Care Bonus Report are built into the system and cannot be modified. The criteria may not always reflect current guidelines, and therefore it's possible that the report may be missing patients who require screening. Cancer screening searches can also differentiate between average risk and high-risk patients. You can do this by adding criteria that identifies patients at higher risk. This is helpful because patients at high risk may need to be screened differently or more frequently. The Preventive Care Bonus Report assumes all patients are at average risk. Lastly, our colorectal cancer screening search can identify patients who are up to date for screening by fecal occult blood test, colonoscopy, and flexible sigmoidoscopy. In contrast, the bonus report will only track patients who are up to date with fecal occult blood test. That brings us to the end of training module number 4. Additional resources are available for this module. Our tip sheet provides details on the specific criteria used by the Preventive Care Report to categorize patients. More information on the report, as well as step-by-step instructions for running the report, can be found in your Accuro EMR user manual. Before you move on, please take a moment to complete the short quiz that will test what you've learned in this module. Our next video topic is on cancer screening workflows. Thanks very much for watching.